Hi guys! Today's recipe is going to be mashed potatoes made in 3 different ways. I know that a lot of us have lots of potatoes probably home sitting around because we're all home and we probably bought some of those pantry staples, which are potatoes as well. So I have been making those classic mashed potatoes, fluffy and creamy ones, but sometimes you kind of get tired of just the plain potatoes and you just want to spice them up a little bit, and that's what we'll be doing today in our recipes. So I will show you one classic way to make a big batch of mashed potatoes, and then I will also show you 3 different recipe variations that you can add different spices and toppings to create 3 very distinct flavors. Let's get started.
Our first step is to peel and boil potatoes in salted water, and it will probably take you about 30 to 45 minutes to boil your potatoes. And here I have them boiled and they're ready to go to be drained. So I'm using my mesh strainer and transferring my boiled potatoes into a bigger pot so that I can use a mixer with it without it being splashed all over the place. Next, you would want to add 2 to 4 tablespoons of almond milk. And I always start with 2 tablespoons and then kind of work my way up if my potatoes look a little bit dry. Then what you want to do is add sea salt. I'm adding about 1 to 2 teaspoons. I like my potatoes a little bit on the saltier side, but this is a totally personal preference. And then this is optional. If you have vegan butter and you want your potatoes a little bit more creamier and fluffier, add 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. And then what I like to do is fluff my potatoes with a handheld mixer. I just think that results come out way better than mashing them by hand. And here you have nice and fluffy batch of mashed potatoes. You can eat them as is. These are classic ones. And now we're going to go ahead and make 3 different variations of mashed potatoes. Our first recipe will be rosemary lemon mashed potatoes, and I want to give it a little bit of a cheesy flavor. That's why I'm adding nutritional yeast. If you don't want to use it, you can completely leave it out. The second spice will be Italian seasoning. If you don't have Italian seasoning, you can always use dried basil or thyme. And then our third seasoning here will be rosemary. Go a little bit lighter on rosemary. Rosemary has a very strong flavor. So add it until you have achieved your desired taste. And then take 1 lemon and using your grater, grate lemon zest and mix it in nicely with your mashed potatoes. The next recipe is going to be Indian spiced mashed potatoes, and for that you will need 3 different spices. So the first one is cumin, and I suggest you guys use ground cumin. It has a little bit more flavor and you don't have to add as much. So add that. Then secondly, you're going to add ground turmeric. So sprinkle that as well. And then third spice will be ground mustard. So just add a little bit of that to enhance the flavor of our mashed potatoes, and then using your rubber spatula or a spoon, mix that really well, and you will notice that the color of your mashed potatoes will be bright yellow, which is very lovely and has a very good deep Indian flavor. Our third recipe today is going to be sweet spice, and for that you'll need applesauce, cinnamon, and nutmeg. It's a very simple recipe, but so delicious. What you will do is put mashed potatoes in a bowl, in a serving bowl, or the bowl that you're eating out of, and then just top it with applesauce. I would put about 1 to 2 tablespoons, however many you like, and then add a little bit of just a pinch of cinnamon and a pinch of nutmeg. And there you go. You'll have your delicious sweet mashed potatoes. I absolutely love this combination. It is so delicious and kind of unique. You don't really eat that every day, but But if you like something sweet and savory together, you would definitely love this recipe. I hope you guys enjoy today's recipes, and if you make it, don't forget to post your photo to be entered into a giveaway. I'll see you guys tomorrow.